What's going on, Omegas? Welcome to day 3 of my daily fitness vlog. Today we're going to be focusing on isometrics, so just static holds, and we're just going to be mixing up all these workouts. So the past 2 days we did chest, back, calves, biceps, triceps, abs. So we pretty much hit the whole body, and today I'm just going to be focusing on my isometrics, focusing on getting my strength up. If you guys didn't know, isometrics are really good for building muscle because it increases the time under tension. When you're holding your body in a static position where the muscles are under pressure, it's contracted that whole time. When you're doing a rep, right? Say I'm doing a bicep curl and I curl it, what's gonna cause my muscle to grow is the time under tension when I'm curling. So say it takes me 4 seconds to curl, 1, 2, 3, 4, and then break, 1, 2, 3, 4. That time, that's what's gonna make your muscle grow. So when you focus on isometrics like I am today, all isometrics today, that's really gonna start stimulating more muscle growth, especially if you've been doing absolutely zero isometrics. I know it's not something normally that people focus on or that people even acknowledge. They just think the regular reps is all you need to do. But if you really want to mix stuff up, if you really want to increase growth in your muscles, throw some isometrics into your exercises. Throw them in the middle of your exercises, throw them in the beginning of your exercises, end off your exercises with isometrics. Just start doing them because they are great. So today the exercises that we're going to be doing are planche leans to hit the front shoulder right here. I haven't really focused too much on the shoulders. So planche leans are going to hit the anterior deltoid, that's the scientific name for them. The rear deltoids, the posterior deltoids. I'm going to be doing my favorite exercise, V-sits. And that's great because a lot of people neglect the the posterior muscles. So the back, scapula, posterior deltoids. And even another great thing is the V-sit actually also works your triceps. If you know what a tricep kickback is, it's when you kind of like lean over the weight rack and then your arm is all the way back here and then you just do that. You know what I'm talking about. And the reason why that hurts so much is because you're really shortening your tricep when it's behind you, and then you're isolating your tricep. So that's exactly what you're doing when you do a V-sit, and it just looks cool. It's just awesome. It's just a really nice move. Most of you are not going to be able to do this if you've never tried it before. It takes a lot of L-sit work. It's not going to happen to you by accident. You have to actually practice the V-sit and you'll get it over time. I was just practicing it. I was messing around with it, and just one day I was able to do it. I don't remember when or how it happened, but it happened. When it comes to isometrics, a really useful tip that you guys can use is stretching the opposite muscle. So for example, when I do the V-sit, I stretch my hamstrings beforehand, and that'll allow me a better angle. I could get a lot higher. So this is me without stretching and doing the V-sit, and now this is me stretching, and then now this is me doing the V-sit after the stretch. And as you can see, I can go a lot farther. Another thing, guys, never forget to warm up. You need to warm up before every single exercise, and I'm going to keep stressing this because if you really want to make the most gains the fastest, you need to prevent injury. Because once you get injured, you can't work out at all. You're in pain, you have to rehabilitate, you start back at square one because you haven't been working out. It's just a mess. It's gross. So the way I'm going to structure the routine today is I'm going to combine both the planche and the V-sit together. Since I'm already suspended in the air, it's really easy for me to flow from one movement to the other, and it saves time. It allows the body to work the way that the body was meant to work together. All the muscles are always meant to work together. That's why I really like... Damn it, Mom. That's why I really like calisthenic exercises, because there's not a lot of isolation. The body is working the way that it was meant to work. It works, the muscles work together. When you do a push-up, you're working your chest, your shoulders, your triceps. It all works together. So yeah, these are pretty much my 2 favorite exercises because of where they're going to lead me in the future. Eventually in the future, I want to be able to do a straddle planche. That's my big goal. That's one of my big goals. Doing a straddle planche. It's gonna be super cool. Can't wait for the day that I finally get to show you guys it. I'm gonna be working towards that. And also it's just a great exercise for your shoulders. Like you're gonna see a lot of growth in your shoulders from doing planche leans and tuck planches and working from L-sit to V-sit. It's really imperative that you work the both together because, or at least if you're doing the planche, it's imperative that you also do the V-sit with it because you want to keep that balance in your shoulders. The planche is really heavy on your anterior deltoids, so if you're only doing planche leans and you're only doing planche work, you're going to have a really big imbalance where just your front shoulder is going to be a lot stronger than the back of your shoulder, and you're going to have that really rounded like caveman look, and then you're going to get the nerd neck, and then your posture is just going to be all screwed up just because you overworked your anterior deltoids. So always throw always throw posterior deltoid work in there as well. And also they just really flow together. There's no reason not to do it. It just makes the exercise a lot more fun. It's just great. That's pretty much it for the video today, guys. Now I'm just going to show you the footage of me working out at it like 2 times or 3 times speed, just so that you guys can see the footage is there. But that's pretty much it. There's not much else to explain. In the future, I'm planning to make tutorials on some of this stuff, just so that I can get my explanation in there and my 2 cents in on these exercises. I know there's probably a bunch of other tutorials out there, but just in case you guys want to see it, I've been doing this for 10 years? Yeah, 10 years. I started training when I was about 6 or 8 years old, and it's always been body weight exercises. I've never done too many weights. I've tried them here and there. Didn't really like them. Calisthenic exercise is just the fit for me. I can do all my workouts here at home, get a good physique out of it, the physique I want. I don't like that big, blocky, stocky physique. It's just not athletic. I've always been an athlete, so calisthenics has always been just the perfect fit for me.
Sorry.
If you guys want to join a community of people who aren't afraid to go against the grain, who aren't afraid to think for themselves, who aren't afraid to have their own opinions, go ahead and hit that subscribe button to become an Omega today. Omega out.